Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Virginie and I am an interior designer. I love co-creating with my clients their homes so that they can have a beautiful and functional home that reflects their personalities and supports them in their everyday lives. This goes from consulting to guiding them through the entire renovation process. I also assist foreigners who want to buy and renovate properties in Italy, helping them throughout the entire process, which can be challenging to follow from a distance. In this channel, I will talk about home and renovation, providing you tips and ideas so that you can have the house of your dreams, a place you can't wait to return to and find and be yourself. Remember, these are just suggestions, only take what indeed resonates with you and let go of the rest. Today, I would like to discuss the most significant element in interior design, the focal point. It's actually a fundamental element to consider when designing the furnishings of a home. But what is a focal point? I'll explain it to you in this video. Before we get started, subscribe to my channel if you enjoy these topics and haven't done so already. You'll stay up to date and help me to grow the channel, and I really appreciate it. Give the video a thumbs up and let's get started. So what is the focal point, such a significant element in interior design? It's the area of the room that captures the gaze because of its greater visual interest. It's an element that should stand out from the other elements in the same room due to color, size, style, or material. The focal point is a valuable element in interior design because it somehow defines the space. The other elements and furniture and their position, and consequently the use of the room, will be decided concerning this. Study each room looking for those that can already be major architectural elements to enhance. If there aren't any, try to understand which area could be the most suitable for creating an attractive viewing area. You can do this by looking at how you wish to move and live in that space. Can you have multiple focal points in a house? Absolutely yes. Each room can, indeed must, have its focal point. The care to take is not to make these focal points compete with each other, because otherwise you will lose the very meaning of a focal point. Therefore, one should aim to create focal points that are visually different. If, for example, you've used a wall color as a focal point in the entrance, in the living room it should be something else, like a fireplace, a mirror, or even a TV wall. These two focal points will not compete, they will attract attention, stimulating the desire to enjoy each space. Now, let's see how to create a focal point room by room. If you are lucky enough to have an entryway, even a small one, remember that it's the first thing people will see and the first impression they will get of the house. The focal point could be a large mirror above a console, or a vibrant painting, or an extraordinary vase of flowers. The important thing is to choose one main element that catches the eyes, then use the other items like lighting or decorative objects to emphasize this main one. This element could grab attention and invite people in. As mentioned earlier, in the living room, the focal point could be a beautiful fireplace for those fortunate enough to have one, or the TV wall. But you could also decide to have a wall filled with photos and paintings, or a beautiful and particular wallpaper. If you are lucky, even a large window with a super view can be the focal point. Once you've figured out where and how to create this focal point, which must somehow dominate over the rest of the room, you will arrange your furnishings accordingly. Usually, the table takes center stage in the dining room. Thus, the focal point could be a large and unique centerpiece. Alternatively, you could have a beautiful and stylish chandelier above the table, immediately drawing the eye. Whatever you choose, the centerpiece or the chandelier, remember that the walls should remain simple and linear to not steal the show. Of course, you can decide to the opposite and choose a wall as the focal point with a beautiful mirror, painting, or even a particular wallpaper. In this case, the chandelier and the centerpiece will be more modest to avoid competing with the wall. Even in the kitchen, it's possible to have a focal point. Study the space to evaluate potential areas to transform into focal points. You could choose a colorful or textured backsplash, a unique hood, perhaps a design piece, or a splendid credenza. As always, the important thing is using the other elements like lighting or color to emphasize this focal point. In the case of an open space with a living room or dining room, consider how these two areas are connected and look for the most significant and attractive point. Since it's a unified space, having a single focal point is better. Just as in the dining room the table takes center stage, in the bedroom the bed is the main element. Thus, the focal point of the room could be the bed wall. You can decide to have a particular headboard or decorate the wall with the contrasting color with the bed, a wallpaper, a picture gallery, or use the boiserie. There are many ways to decorate the wall bed. I discussed them here and I leave you the link in the description box below. However, if entering your room there is something else you want to draw attention to, such a vanity with a lovely mirror, why not take that as a focal point? And yes, even in the bathroom, it is paramount to have a focal point to give that extra touch. Typically, the focal point is the mirror area. You can choose to use a distinctive mirror, perhaps backlit, colored tiles with particular textures, but here too you could use wallpaper. There are special ones highly resistant to moisture. If entering, the first thing you see is the shower or the bathtub area, you could decide to make that area your focal point, always with a particular wall covering that contrasts with the rest of the room in terms of color, shapes, or material. The toilet shouldn't be the first thing you see in a bathroom, but it isn't always possible. However, properly styling the focal point can help draw attention to captivating elements while making the rest less prominent. As you can see, the focal point is actually crucial in interior design for every room in the house. To achieve this, in each room, try to find the best area to create it. Remember first to see if there is already architectural elements worth emphasizing. Then consider how you want to experience that space and what you want to be noticed first in that room. Use focal points to draw attention where you want it. Utilizing contrast, whether it is color, shapes, or material, is the best way to create effective and impactful focal points. Contrast is one of the 6 basic concepts in interior design, and I discuss it here, and again I will leave you the link in the description box below. Creating a focal point is essential to make that room unique and special. I hope the video was helpful and you love it. In case, let me know with a thumbs up and in the comments. Please feel free to share this video with someone you think might be interested in the topic. I will be honored and it will help me grow my channel. If you feel that your home or some environment of it does not reflect you enough, do not wait any longer and book your consultancy. You'll find my contact in the description box below. If you already haven't done it, remember also to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.